What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Man, look, bro, sis, let me, y'all stop worshiping these professional talkers. Stop worshiping these professional talkers. You got people on this planet that are skilled and gifted in many areas. Everybody got something. And regardless of what your talent and your skill is, it's only um, beneficial to you and the world. Well, I don't say to you, but it's only beneficial to the world on a whole based on how you use it. You use it for good, or you can use it for evil. And some people discover their gift and their talent, and then they decide, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try to make the world a better place with this. Other people discover it and feel and figure out how can I hustle people? How can I use this to get over on people? How can I use this to elevate myself while stepping on others? One of those gifts that gets used in the wrong way a lot of time is what people call the gift of gab. It's some people that can really, really talk. They could stand up in front of anybody, man, and make it sound good. They could stand up in front of a dead man, and the dead man will go, yeah, that was real right there. Yeah, that was real right there, yeah. That's how good they are. And the problem is that they deceive a lot of people along the way. They trick a lot of people. They fool a lot of people into believing that the things that they are saying are the absolute gospel, when in fact it's more so about the way that they say it. It's more so about the demeanor, the posture, the mannerisms, the way that they articulate, um, the eloquence of speech when they talk, mixed in with sometimes just it's a science, man. The vocal tone can have an attracting power. The wave of the vocal tone can have an attracting power. So when you combine those things that I'm mentioning with the right type of deceptive information, now you go into a realm where it doesn't even matter if the person is what the person is saying is true or not. It don't even matter no more. Doesn't matter because it's the way they do it. I'll use a metaphor, but it's not. It's detrimental. It's not the same. It's like if you got a rapper who got a real dope flow, real dope flow pattern, real dope cadence, or they on a real cool melody, and they just riding that cadence, they riding that pattern out on that beat, and on impact it sounds real dope. But when you break it down and just listen and rewind, they really not saying nothing. But that's just an example to kind of give you a feel for where I'm going with this. But in the case of the professional talkers, man, they figured out how to hustle, and they can make nothing sound like a whole bunch of something. And why do you call them professional talkers? Because that's all that they do. Now watch this part. Even when you have one of the people who may be using that gift of gab to actually say things that are true, say things that are meaningful, say things that are conscious and foundationally, it's conscious, like some good information. Um, some of those people, they not living that. They not exemplifying or embodying those words. But they may say, well, this is what we need to be out here doing. See, the problem is y'all ain't out here doing this, or y'all don't do this, and you always got this going on and doing it. If we just did this, if y'all just did that, and it sounds amazing. Because in principle, what they saying, yeah, could be true. But a lot of times when you do a dive, I won't even say a deep dive, but just a dive in general, you can get into 3 feet. Some of these people don't do nothing. You never see them doing anything. Never see them doing anything. They speak in uh, activist language. They speak in that way, but you ain't never seen them on no type of front line. And there's several types of front line you can be on. You can be in the front line of community service, serving the people. You can be in the front line of getting out here, putting your life on the line against this system. You know, you could be out here putting your life on the line in these streets against people who are contributing to the downfall of our people. You never see these people other than when you see them on a platform like you seeing me right now. Never see them. So we got to stop falling for the words and stop being so besotted by the words and get more focused in on the action or the lack thereof to be able to determine who is really who. Because you got a lot of people out here shooting slugs and condemning people, and they're not doing nothing but just talking. You got people who made millions of dollars on this type of hustle. They are professional talkers. Just professional talkers. And they don't care who they talk about, what they talk about, and they don't care if it's true or if it's false. And even if something is true, they may say something about somebody and it's absolutely the truth. It may be a story that a lot of people are covering that's absolutely the truth. The fact remains, if people can see through who those types of individuals are, it will clearly make it understood that they are nothing more than messy grown men and grown women. That's all they are. Childish, messy, gossiping, nosy grown men and grown women. Because it's one thing to distribute information. It's one thing to put out information. But now, if you call yourself just a gossip vlog, I guess it ain't nothing I can say about it. Because at least you standing on who you say you are. But when you present yourself as somebody who cares about our people, who cares about the condition of the people, and you present yourself as somebody who is an agent of change for the better for the people, then man, there gotta be some evidence to show. You gotta have a resume that has. You gotta have a sheet of paper that got some on it that we can look at. And paper look like this. See, people are dumb now. A lot of people are dumb. That's why people like that are successful. But a lot of people are not dumb. It's like, dude, at some point, it's going to play out because people are going to realize, well, we don't never see you nowhere. We'll never see you doing that. We hear you. We hear you. But we don't never see you in the flesh. We see you too, but not in the flesh. So we got to quit falling for that, man. And we got to lose the love and the desire to hear from people who are just professional talkers. We got to stop falling for it. But, that day going to come anyway. But I wanted to put that on y'all mind, as we move forward, because you tell a tree by the fruit that it bears. I never heard a tree that talked. Never heard a tree that made a noise, other than if some wind was whipping through it. Never heard a tree moan or yell out. But I've seen a lot of trees bear fruit That's what they do. I ain't got to talk. I'm just banning fruit. Oranges, apples. That's what I do. So if they ain't banning no fruit, you can listen to what they say, but you better make sure that they following that up with some action, man. Otherwise, you have fallen into that same little trap in that rabbit hole, falling for the talkers. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all with another one later on. Peace.